What's going on, pirates? And today we are here to talk about the one, the only, the best friend of the Pirate King himself, red haired Shanks. Very, very, very standard list, I would say. We all know that with the addition of Beckman and op16, Shanks got a little bit of support. I'm here to see if he is competitive in this meta as a whole. The only thing I can't really decide between is the ratios on the Lucky Ruse. Filtering out your bricks is massive. Popping 6k or under comes up a lot when you're playing these swarm decks. It honestly makes me want to cut back on these shanks a little bit and maybe go 3-3-3. That's just strictly because more counter in your hand as well as we get later on. This being a 2k counter running of a 2 of us felt really good, even if I just hold it all game for my counter. But if you get in like a weird board state against Goofy, having this on board to either clear an early one or just use that, so that way you have this on board, and then turn 5 when they play Buggy, you play this 6, and then after you rested something you can KO either Prisoner or Buggy itself feels really nice. Other than that, I would just say very, very, very standard. Debating on the Udas 2 just being 2Ks and then being able to cheat out this on your Beckman and that play to go double blocker with like a rush or something. A lot of ways you can play this deck, which is fun. At the very least, I think we all just like it because Shanks has been everybody's boy since the very beginning. So let's get out here and see how these games go. Alright, so our first game is into the man himself, Mihawk. The plus 1k is very annoying. He chose second. We have searchers. We have a 4. 3 play, I can always swing 8 after searches. I do think I'm going to go ahead and keep. Just this being able to trash a law that he plays on 6 I think feels good. So first turn, let's go here. You like this as turn 4, but since I already have the blocker, and I think I'm going to end up trashing something, I'm just going to grab the rush shanks. Luckily, when we get to our Shankses, Luna isn't as scary. It's a lot of stunning and freezing though, so if I can pop this on 10 just to kill something he rested, that's always going to be good for me. Now you either can go 1-8, which I think I have to do. Because I don't think establishing this is needed. I think I'd rather just keep the 2k. You should just take the 1k power buff. In any matchup with Slash always feels bad. But I'll be able to swing a 6, establish a 4. Seems like an easy decision, and then him even on the 1 Don being able to swing 7s or always swinging 8s is crazy. Yep, no need to use that, we'll just take it. We do find a Beckman first life is awesome. See, I'd almost like to play out another searcher just because I don't have a good discard. You almost want to take the other Beckman too, just because I know that Mihawk also wants to go a little bit later into the game. Do you think it's gonna be that move? Playing the Lucky Rune now feels a little weird just because I don't really want to discard either of my shanks. I think even if I'm not blocking, I think I just go for it anyways. Question is, I think it's just Beckman here, and then we drew, unfortunately, a bunch of bricks. I would have discarded that shanks. Shall see though, we have the blocker, so now, depending what he plays, if he goes 6, I'll just 2k. If he goes something bigger, I don't know, I'm nervous about all the rest, so maybe I do just early block just to get it out of the way. We're already 7 next turn. Getting rid of Beckman does get rid of my 7 play, so maybe that was just a huge misplay. So here comes a 7. Like I said, I will just block that. No, I'm just gonna block it. Leaves 1 up. Never punished finding that, Shanks, to be honest. See if we can just get his blocker out of him or if he just lets it go. Swinging 8 here I think is kind of the necessary move right now. Good thing we have a lot of bricks to discard, but the later the game goes, these might not be bricks. And depending what he plays this turn, it might be 9 Shanks, swing 8, and then have Beckman 2 plays in a row. I wish I had the pop Shanks for this one, but it'll be okay because I believe he did just block it, which is fine. A million cards in hand. This will be an interesting one to see how it plays out. Should have just been swinging Utsas into these. I have not even been paying attention. I'll be honest, first game on. Me not doing that has been actually insane. It's so funny. Never swinging a 2 into it. He's probably like, I'm just paying 0 attention. If I win this, giving him 4 free searches, then he's just terrible. So I could just bring this all the way down to 5, but that would just cost me too many cards. I'm not going to use either of these. We'll just take. Give me another 2k to hand. Okay. Unfortunately, he did not. I can still establish Shanks. Let's finally make up for my mistakes. I think no matter what, it's going to be a Shanks block this turn. Because it's going to be a bunch of big swings coming next turn. He is 10, so he did kind of want to establish a big body so he feels obligated to stun it. Oh, he is on the new law. Another one, that's fine. If you use a swing to clear this, I'm perfectly okay with that. We're 7, so that doesn't even matter. Swing 9, I just block it. I don't even need to use the effects. If you just swing 7, that's interesting. Because then, just do that. That I was not expecting. It's going to be Beckman. But just trying to decide how I want to swing it. It might just be playing out another blocker shanks. Take that, obviously. Here, rest one, play out a big guy. See if he just takes this one too. I do think this is a Bonnie play though. Yep. Then even if I can't swing, I think getting another blocker up will be big here, just with so many cards in his hand. Because I do think the stuns are going to start coming down. Yep. You knew that was coming. I don't know what his plan is though. He's going to be an 8 next turn though, so I still get to swing a shanks, and I could technically free block here. If he swings a million, then I'm just blocking with Beckman. Yep, I don't want to use any of these. I will just be blocking, and I want to see if he's swinging this, which he is. So I have many choices here. I think filtering out this brick will be good for me. So we'll go here, go this one. Get rid of this shanks, we'll go here. Won't do that, and then either way it's going to be the 2K, which is fine. Okay, so I am going to be going wow, pop shanks just feels insane here. Since this is big, I can see if I can either get a blocker or get some cards out of his hand. Which we'd love to see. That's fine. I feel like I still have a decent amount of counter in hand, 2 blockers. I'm expecting just another Beppo to come. No, just more blockers, which is fine, honestly. And you're gonna rest something, get some Don back. Keep searching. That's fine. I'm interested to see how many blockers he gives me. Swing 11 at 10. If you swing, I'm interested to see his line right here. Eight at 5 is interesting. I'm not going to use anything. I am just going to block. Just because we have the Beckman and I'd like to start swinging more. I'm not using any of these. I'm just going to give him a 2K. I really don't want to play over anything right now. So I do think it's just a bunch of swings. I'm playing the Lucky Roo. I just want to see if he just starts giving up blockers because he just has so many. Which if he does, that's just very worth for me. If he gives me all his blockers, it's even better. Just think at this point we're just in a spot where I'm just too healthy with too many big bodies, so he does just let it go. So we are just going 9 at face to get some cards. See if he can spam out some more blockers. He might get one freeze out this turn. That works for me. Let's see what he does this turn. Right now, I'd say we're just in a very, very good spot. Popping that Beppo just slows him down. So yeah, he kind of knew that there's just... Keep doing what you want. We have more of this just to keep coming. I don't see a way out of it either. GG's. Alright, it's time for everybody's favorite matchup, Teach. We will take second from him, which is beautiful. Keep this Beckman and a lot of searchers so I can just grab Shanks. This will be good just to get rid of some annoying triggers, just to take them off board, and especially trashing doesn't KO, so that's awesome. Okay, just think it's a double searcher. This is actually so nice. It's almost like this on 6 with 2K, but it is always this one. It's just you never want to grab him over anything, which is why it's like, it's just a 2K. It might come up once in a while, but I don't think so. So we at least have a Shanks. Ideally, we can see a couple more. I guess the only thing that's cool about like late game decks that like you want to hit 10 is you just have so much time to draw pieces compared to like spam decks where you need to see what you see. This is annoying. But we will just be going double searcher into him and see what he does. Yep, so he's already got 10 beard, which we knew he would. He's already pitching the 2Ks. And he's playing this Burgess. So we did see the other Beckman. That's huge. Yeah, I was like, is it worth saving? I don't know. In your opinion? Because my plan... Hit the Shiryu trigger, first one. No, because he wouldn't even have to think about it that hard. So he is on 5, so we might just see the Burgess, which I'm very tempted to just trash that on my 8 turn. I don't necessarily have a good play next turn. Establishing a ruin, just keep going wide might be cool. We just swing 7. Okay, so he does have the Augur and the Vasco. Now I am just running out of not good Beckman targets. But it is just going to be go 7 face. See if you make me kill this. Which you just take. Which is fine. Because now I think it's no matter what going to be block whatever he does. Kill the Vasco. Trash this. Seven, so next turn's gonna be 8 beard for a heal. The fact that this is like leader or character minus 3k, it's just every trigger in Blackbeard is just good. Like he doesn't have a single mid trigger. I mean, playing this is a mid trigger because like you can trash one to get this out, I guess. But I'm almost wondering. He just didn't swing, which I don't blame him. I really want to keep my life. This is just... So this is a choice, right? Let's look. This really just rests my blockers, so it's honestly not that bad. The 3k is not that bad. This is just a swing, technically. And I guess it'll just keep me a life trashing this, so I think I'm just fine with that. I will go 6 here and see what he does. Because honestly, by just taking, I almost want to swing 5. But I guess you can just redirect here and keep it alive. Yeah, I guess I'm just good. 2 blockers up. I'm expecting the 8-drop beard to come in for a heal. Whatever trigger you want, which is annoying, but whatever. I'm planning on just rush shanking down the Shiryu. He's going to redirect that to something else. And then I go 9 at the Shiryu. Or maybe 11 at the Shiryu. I don't know. We just got to see what his game plan is. No matter what, I'd like to do this and kill the Van Augur. Vasco shot in this matchup. I'm so used to Buggy, so I'm so terrified of this card. We just know that he's going to have a lot of 10 beards, so I do need to see another Shanks. Just for more Beckman plays. So we know he has 2 bricks, but we know he has 2 Blackbeards. Honestly, it's almost like leaving this up. Well, no, because either way he's going to take away one of my swings with this. So I do just block and kill this, especially if you're swinging big. He just doesn't have the 8 beard. Holy shit, that is so good for me. Pop the Van Augur. That's literally him not being able to heal here and place a trigger on. I honestly, wow, bricked up. Swing your 9. I'm honestly just gonna, I could bring you all the way down to 6 for a bunch of cards, but I honestly am just gonna take. Find the Shanks too? Yes. Okay. That is a good card for him to see. So now I'm in an interesting spot where I do think I'm still killing the Shiryu just because he couldn't heal. But I don't want to say I want to go for it, but I almost want to go for it. We'll start with just a 7 just to see what he does. He just takes. So next turn he'll have a blocker and a redirect. So odds are I lose something to this next turn, because he's just going to make this my Shanks. So I do think it is kill the Shiryu this turn. $12-7, you rest this. I go 9-7, you still might save it. But that's a lot of cards out of his hand if he does. I have a lot of counter myself. He does just let it go. So is it just 9 face? Leave a blocker up? Just trade this shanks for whatever this decides to hit. One blocker redirect, another rush shanks. Just go for it next turn. So doing that, I'm just wondering if he has another Zahaha in hand. Like I said, no matter what, I have a blocker up. So I was gonna give him the shanks, but can we just give him Beckman? It's just, is it the Zaha? Yeah, I was like, is it Zaha or is it just Blackbeard? I mean, at least it's been a Beckman Shanks in my life. He discarded a lot of 2Ks, so I only know one brick is all I've really been paying attention to. Dropping the Borsalino's bold, unless, like I said, he has more. I mean, you can't play it this turn, and I guess you just try to play another Teach next turn. I think sequencing this next turn is going to be big for me. Because what do you go 7 into? Because if you go 7 into 6, I'm so okay with that. I'll cancel. Oh my god. I'll just block in 2K, but then that gives you my shanks. Forgot he nullified this turn. Big blunder by me. I can still get out of it, but like I said, I know that's going to swing 12. I mean, that's what I was going to give him anyways. I guess that has more value than Beckman on board, though. Okay, so we are in a very good spot. This turn... This turn's a little weird though, because it's, I would technically have 1, 2, 3, 4 swings at life. He has 2. He doesn't know I have rush shanks. So maybe it is just go 5. Just because you know the second Blackbeard's coming down. And if I can get him to block with this beforehand. Okay, the Vasco shot is big. I need to clear this before I Beckman. Yeah, I'm just gonna do this. Does just let it go. $14-5, you have to redirect or block and then counter out of it, so I'm getting a good amount of cards from hand. You just lose it. Alright, I mean, what do? Play another Teach? I think that's it. I think that's it. Shanks Dust, everybody's favorite matchup. Zaha just taking a life just feels so bad too for the grind games. I just feel like that's what, in most matchups, that's what ends up just burning, is like, you just don't get enough turns when it's back-to-back Zahahas. I have no clue what's in his hand. Don't think he has any bricks. I do still have to pay attention. I mean, he's gonna have to block this if I swing 15. Redirect or block. Still playing it out though. I just think it's game. Yeah, GG's. Alright, let's go into the man himself. We have the searcher. He's on first. We have a backman. I think it's a keep. I'd love to see a 4-cost shanks in this hand or something to get that blocker, but maybe we can find it off this. Not really anything. I mean, with his Anel, I can start spamming these out. I honestly am just going to grab the Anel for a brick to drop off this next turn. Because now I can just discard one of the shanks. You knew that was coming. Sees the dog. So we'll use this against you. And then we are just taking the Kasaru this turn. Swing into that. We're probably going to end up blocking dog next turn. Try to swing into dog the turn after. I wonder if we see a Beckman. Him not swinging the Shura. I get it. I guess just think it's interesting. Draw 2. We see the Beckman we want. We do have pop shanks for the Beckman. Alright. Establish a blocker for dog. We'll see if an L comes down this turn. We don't know. It might honestly have to be an Uta 6 turn if I don't see anything else worth playing. If an L comes down, it's nice, because then 6 we drop shanks. We just have to see if it's a Nell time or not. It is a Reiju. He cycled nothing, which is crazy to me by turn 3. If you swing a 5, I can always get through that. If you swing an 8, I just block. I think he's going 6-5. I don't want to take the first one, but I think I just take the Shura poke. Hope I draw shanks or something. Like I said, I think 6, unfortunately, might have to be Uta. No matter what, I was blocking dog this turn, so I don't even care how big he swings. Yeah. The plan the whole time was just for that, so that is completely okay. Let's see if he saves it, which he might. Nope, just lets it go. Playing Uta always feels like a waste, but I just think having that blocker up when he's not going to give me dog, or do I just swing disgustingly big into dog? Which honestly I think is fine. Because there's no world he saves dog. Don't think he'll want to swing his Reiju. Another dog is fine. Not seeing a Nels is very good for me. Because like I said, just the later this game goes, the better position I'm in. I'd like to see Rush Shanks to swing into his Anels. Pop Shanks isn't the best in this matchup. Him seeing no big bodies to lower these is fine. I have 2Ks. He cycled nothing, so I don't know if he's a new Anel player or what. But this almost feels like this is not how this game is supposed to be going. Because even a Nazi and Elthor or anything just feels weird. Seven. We'll go ahead and do that. Give you the 2K. Not swinging your rage is interesting. 8. I'm just going to trash the dog, I think. Go 6 face. Next turn we'll start getting Beckmans out. Unironically, I've done a good job starving when that hasn't even been my game plan. I don't know why, but you're not cycling. So, like, what is your plan? Just swing a bunch of 6s? Or I don't know how he's trying to play this. This is the weirdest Penel I've ever seen. I'll just take that. See, and then you could be cycling, and you could just be, I don't know. I am not here to judge, I am just here to question, and right now I'm questioning very heavily. The good news for me, though, is now I am getting big value out of these shanks, because he's just giving me free pops. Swing 2 into pudding. Do have to start giving you cards in hand. Having 4 though. Let's play out another Lucky Roo. Draw 2. Rush Shanks is huge. Just in case he Mamaragans 1, then I can still block something else. If he is smart, he would L-Thor this. There's the Mama. Take the 7, that's good for me. Still have not seen a single Penel. And when I've already established kind of like ace shanks, you can swing 14s at it and stuff, but not having any Penel is wild. Reiju still isn't online. Okay, we see the Gamma Knife. If Beckman dies here, it's honestly not the worst, I mean, because I want to play this Beckman and a Shanks, and I'll play it over. Ideally, you kill these two. Which is a good turn for me. I am at 7 on Unfortunate 8, so if it is Hand Rip Law. Okay. Okay. I almost want to 2K this to make him swing something else. Respect. Is it a lightning dragon to freeze it play, maybe? I don't know what this guy's doing, so I don't want to act like I do. This guy looks lost. Let's go ahead and block that one. Just because he wasted Don on it, he should be cycling though. Should cycle this on L-Thor if he's smart. I just have a lot of cards in hand, so I'm cool with that because I just don't think he's going to play it right. At least that's just what it feels like. Should I just type newer? Yep, Mamaragan. Okay, so he knows how to cycle, so I'm no longer giving this man benefit of the doubt because he knows how to cycle. So now I'm just confused. I mean, you can swing Reiju into something, maybe? You can swing an L. Tahir's your best bet. If you swing 8 here, that's perfect. 9, 10. Okay. Alright, so I would have played differently if I thought I truthfully just did not think this man knew how to cycle. I cannot even lie. Still think I just pop the Reiju and keep the rush in my hand just in case. Just go 12s and a bunch of 9s. Just go 2 here for fun. Just go 2 here for fun. It's almost worth playing this out. Just because I'm so healthy. I can't even lie, I think that's honestly the play. I could have played the Searcher instead of just putting on 6, but... Yep. Takes the 12, obviously, and then I'm just going big next turn. You can't even really afford to play an L this turn unless you have a lot of cycling you can do. I think that's just GG's. I do believe this is just a good game. Yeah, I mean, you're going to have to really start cycling. Because honestly, I might just go for game next turn. With you playing an L, I don't see why I don't. I mean, what is there to play if you didn't see an L until now? But even if you've seen an L turns before and an L's rested that turn, I just Beckman again into rush shanks. I still just love my boy so much. The art's so clean. Yep, I mean, just to cycle it, I get it. Need to start drawing counter. Go for it. Did you just not click anything just because you're like, it's not worth it? Leave 3 up just to end it with Rue. And I could just go 12, 12, 15, I think. Right? Okay. Swing over Hongo, which is fine. Swing at me, which is fine. Nope, you're good. I think I just swing 12, he takes that. I just feel like I have too many ways to end the game. Can't block, you're not going to counter this one. Don't think you're going to counter this one. Alright, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Let's just say these are all 2Ks. You can get to 19. Take a card. Take a card. Even if you get to 15 and you waste your whole hand and all you have is an L on board. I just don't care. Because I'm just in such a good spot. GG's.